Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Check, check, 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. Pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the Canton Ice House in Canton, Massachusetts. It is time for the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week, playoff edition, third this week. And for this one, the Division II South first round in the 2019 MIAA postseason. It is Sandwich versus Southeastern, West Bridgewater, Bristol-Plymouth. We'll shorten that to Southeastern. Teams are just about finished warming up, and then we are going to have hockey. And this one, looking at the bracket, shows Sandwich playing its second game after beating Brookline in a thrilling 8-6 final.
Good evening. Welcome to the MIAA hockey tournament.
Southeastern was on a bye in the first round. Now they'll make announcements, and we'll turn things over to the other side of the rink.
Diligently prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Ensure that your behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes. Assume responsibility for your behavior. If you require assistance, please call upon an MIAA school security official. Our great nation perseveres through the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. We invite both veterans and current military personnel to stand. We thank you for your service to our country. Okay, now for the starting lineups. First, the winning team, the number 15 seed from the Atlantic Coast League, Sandwich Blue Knights. Senior, number 6, Jack Hean. At defense, sophomore, number 17, Tim Clark. Playing forward, sophomore, number 21, Rob Carlo. At forward, senior, number 23, Caleb McDermott. At forward, senior, number 33, Jonathan Stutzman. And in goal, junior, number 30, Carson Juvenile. And now the starting lineup for the number 2 seed from the MIAA League, Southeastern, West Bridgewater. On defense, number 3, Shane Linehan. Senior, number 5, Dan Monroe. At forward, senior, number 8, Joe Murphy. On defense, PJ Page. At forward, senior, number 14, Ryan Kinney. And in goal, senior, Corey Mann. At this time, I'd like to ask both teams, all spectators, to rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats to the playing of our national anthem.
Starting lineups have been announced. The national anthem has been played, and we're just about set for hockey here in Canton. It was Sandwich winning over Brookline 8-6 on Monday, powered by a hat trick from Zachary Brooks. It was Sandwich trailing 3-1, but they've been coming back lately from deficits, and so perhaps it should not have phased them, and it ultimately didn't, as they did win against Brookline 8-6. Carson Schemenauer made 22 saves in that one. Facing a Southeastern Bridgewater team that is playing its first game. They had a first round bye in the preliminary round. And this is a Southeastern team. Again, we're shortening that from Southeastern West Bridgewater, Bristol-Plymouth, that has won the state vocational championship 3 years in a row. It is Southeastern wearing the home jerseys. They are the home team. They are wearing blue. They used to have red in their color scheme, but apparently not anymore, or at least not with this version of the home jersey. A little bit modeled after UMass, especially when they had that red, the color scheme, and they are called the Hawks. UMass Lowell, I should specify. And Sandwich is the road team, so they're wearing the dark blue jerseys here in this one. Great crowd here. Sounds like it's going to be a partisan crowd for Southeastern. This is a three-way co-op that just got the Bristol-Plymouth portion in the 2012-13 season. The drive between the three schools, Southeastern and West Bridgewater, are not that far from each other. Bristol-Plymouth is a little bit farther south. If you go through the three, you're talking about a half-hour drive through Southeastern Massachusetts. We're here up on kind of a balcony here on the Southeastern side of the rink. And this is a beautiful, beautiful rink. Just opened in 2016, the Canton Ice House. I was here when this place was first opened, and it was, well, it's not fully finished, but now it looks beautiful. And so we're watching hockey in this one. I believe over in the other rink, it's a complex, and I think Canton High School is playing in the other rink. A few other games happening in the MIAA postseason. Schemenauer in net, and for the Southeastern Hawks, it's Corey Mann. We'll give you their numbers here in just a moment, as we're just about a minute and a half, now 100 seconds deep into this one. A drive comes in, save made by Schemenauer on the stick of Aiden Wells, and Schemenauer will hold on. Carson Schemenauer, a workhorse, the junior goalie for Sandwich this season. Goals against average of 2.75, a percentage of .881. Face off in the Sandwich zone. It's a little bit farther away, so it'll be a little more difficult to see numbers and whatnot, but that's okay. This one's skated ahead. It's a long distance shot from Rob Cardillo that's blocked. Jonathan Stutzman tried to play it back to Cardillo, unsuccessful. Race for the puck, and good hustle back by Caleb McDermott to prevent a potential serious chance. Now it's Stutzman leading the way for Sandwich. Stutzman, a long distance wrestler, score! Jonathan Stutzman from the deep slot, a shot up high, and Corey Mann watched it go by. It's 1-0 Sandwich. 2 minutes, 15 seconds into the game. Jonathan Stutzman, just 2 goals on the regular season, but 16 assists. He's the assist guy. You've heard me say that before on the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week, and he gets a gift to put Sandwich on top. Now here's a turnover. Mann makes the save in front of Zachary Brooks. Rob Cardillo picks up the only assist on that goal. Well, for Corey Mann, the senior goaltender, it's been kind of a platoon for Southeastern this season, but it has been Mann leading the way, and a goals against average of 1.04, a save percentage of .934. Very good numbers for Mann, and he's probably just as surprised as anybody else about that goal going in. But this is the playoffs. Things happen. Everybody's got jitters, and Southeastern will hope to be jitter-free after that one. 1-0 the score on the goal from Jonathan Stutzman, senior for Sandwich. It is flushed out center. It'll be sent right back in by Liam Leiden. Didn't get a chance to make sure I had all the correct name pronunciations, but good news is for Southeastern is that most of these names are pretty easy, but for those of you watching online, which is everybody who's watching right now on this platform, you can hit me up on Twitter and let me know. Puck in the Sandwich zone. It was off the glass and out the center. Race for the puck. It'll be played away from Gavin Johnston by Liam Leiden. Now it goes back to the Southeastern blue line. Played ahead by Leiden. He'll chase this down, and this won't be icing. It'll go to the end boards. Who will get to it first? Sandwich player does, and that's the other number 15 in this game who clears it. That's Colin Norkovich. That's sent back into the Sandwich zone. This is icing on Southeastern. Vocational state champions 3 years in a row. Part of the Massachusetts Vocational Athletic Directors Association. 5-1 win over Greater New Bedford this year. Last year they won 4-2 over Shaw Sheen, and they beat Northeast 3-2 in 2017. Shot from Stutzman near side was blocked. It goes and sent in deep by Norkovich just before he got shouldered. Played around the end boards to the far half wall. Shot just going wide from Stutzman. And it is chopped out by Joe and just flipped wide of the net the other way by Ryan Kinney. Goes along the far side. It's kept in. Here comes a wrister. And there was a lot of traffic in front. That shot came in from Matt English, and it just went wide ultimately. Thrown in from the near side by Kinney, and that one would not go. And Sandwich will get the clear, hurled in the direction of number 21, Cardillo, but just played away from him. And now it'll be gotten out the captain of Southeastern. This will go all the way down and angle to Schemenauer, the Sandwich goaltender. Thanks so much for being with us here for this one. Playoff action. Been a really fun week here in Massachusetts as high school hockey continues. Division 1, Division 2, and Division 3. And pushed out the center. Chased down by Sean Connolly, but he won't get to it first. Instead, for Southeastern. Grabbed at the line by Matt Lavoie, and Lavoie one-hands it ahead. Lavoie just shoots it from the blue line, and Schemenauer makes a save, and the rebound is dashed away by the Sandwich defenseman, Tim Clark. Goes back out for a shot that's flubbed. It was partially blocked, and they'll be skated out by Connolly. This is Sean Connolly, who's well defended by PJ Page, and it's Southeastern recontrolling. It'll be played along the far side by Liam Leiden, and out the center, reaching for it was Zachary Brooks in vain. Skated ahead by Lavoie. Lavoie lost it in the slot. And Lavoie trying to get it back. Puck moving around. Shot, score! Couldn't see who it was in front. There was a mess of players. The shot from the slot, and I think that's Dan Munro because he goes. And this game's tied at 1. Puck moving around in front of Carson Schemenauer. Munro does get the goal. It is Matt Lavoie and Aiden Wells with the assist. So Schemenauer not necessarily shielded on that play, but can be just as hard, I think, for a goalie when you've got the puck moving around like that and trying to track exactly who has it, just as it was for me. So a bit of a chaotic situation of the sandwich net. Southeastern will grab them any way they can, and this game's tied at 1 on the goal from Dan Monroe. Monroe, the senior on the regular season, he's listed as forward and defenseman, 14 goals and 10 assists. From the neutral zone, dumped in by Liam Lydon. It'll be grabbed in his own end by Tim Clark. Clark makes a man miss in the near circle, and he's able to pound it off the glass. And out the center, Rob Cardillo gets it ahead, and he avoids a step by Joe Murphy, who was looking to go into him. Now it's Stutzman throwing it out, grabbed at the point, sent back along the far side, takes a weird bounce off the backboards, cleared along by Southeastern, not out of the zone. Almost a chance there for Sandwich, and skated up the left side by Ryan Kinney, the other way, shot! And that one would not go. We're just about the halfway point, and we're actually past it here in this first period. Now a shot came in from the left point there by Manish, and that one knocked down in front. Another one from that point, and it's Carson Schemenauer, and he will hold on for the whistle. We have a sponsor for tonight's game, and it is All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repair. They offer chimney and repairs, installation of chimney caps and liners, wood stove installations, and much more. You can call them at 508-412-0388 or visit allcapechimneysweep.com. Now with the puck on the near side, sharp angle shot, Matt Lavoie. Carson Schemenauer with the save. 6:41 to go in this first period. Game's been tied at 1 on a goal from Dan Monroe, leading goal scorer for Southeastern this season, and the only player past 20 plus with 20 plus goals, I should say, is Matt Lavoie, who grabbed the assist on that, 2 goals and 18 assists. We got icing on Sandwich. Other double-digit goal scorers besides Monroe, PJ Page with 17, Ryan Kinney with 12, Adam Feldkeeler with 13. Sent along the far side, boards off this face-off in the Sandwich zone, and the Blue Knights are able to get it out the center. Loose puck in the neutral, and it's backhanded back into Sandwich zone by George Vallee before Sandwich once again gets it out. Loose puck at the blue line, chipped short distance by Jack Hemian. And Sandwich can't get past shallow depth currently in the zone. Now finally sent deep, coming out of his net to play it is Man, the goaltender. Now played along near side. Stutzman and Cardillo almost ran into each other. Stutzman gets a little bit of a shoulder from Shane Linehan. Puck pursuit now into the near corner. Hemian works it out to the point. It's point to point now. Here comes a bomb. McDermott! And that one, I don't know what that hit. Caleb McDermott's shot hit something in front. Another one comes in and knocked down between the circles and gotten out from the near side by George Vallee and on the ice. And this is going to be icing on Southeastern. 5:31 to go in the first period. Referee telling the Southeastern player to get back. That was Joe Murphy. And it's sent around the end boards by PJ Page. Played into the Sandwich zone. Sent along near side now up by Jack Greeley. Going the long route into the offensive zone was Page. And that will be an offside call. They'll put the face off in the neutral zone with 5:09 to go in this first period. Your other games happening today: Lunenburg versus Ayers Shirley, Masconomet versus Wilmington, Flemington North versus Oliver Ames, and some more recognizable names coming up. We'll let you know on the whistle. In terms of playoff action today, near point shot by Jake Campbell, deflected off a block player. Now pursuing this down low is Mike Barrasso. Walks out in front, the net's off. And there was a poke attempt with the net coming off, but some open net and by Zachary Brooks. But before he could do anything, the whistle blew. And they'll put this face off to the left of Mann. Tied up, sent back, PJ Page. Gets it around to the near side. Way out, it's in the skates of Matt Lavoie. And now play deep into the sandwich zone around far side. It'll go back, and it'll be a flick. And then a shot from the circle after it was blocked. We sent back down deep. Matt Lavoie is closed in on by two sandwich players. Sent to the near side, some open space here to be played, and it is Sean Connolly skating ahead. Man fell down there, getting back up is Falchione. With 4 minutes remaining in this first period. It's back for Page. Rister, deflection attempt in front. Would not go, and then it's cleared by Sandwich. Don't know if Cheminette made that save. It was Falchione in front trying to chop that one down. And didn't miss by much, and it's icing on Sandwich. Walpole versus Wellesley, actually the game that's happening right now. I thought it was Canton, but it's Walpole against Wellesley. And Nantucket versus Attleboro is the other game happening. That is happening on Nantucket. That is an ongoing game. I'll let you know about that since that's another Cape and Islands team. That game was supposed to happen yesterday, but they canceled it because of a ferry situation with the high winds. Long distance shot, save made by Mann. Rod All Sandwich knows that worked once, so just get rubber on the net and see what happens. We are expected to get snow in southern New England tonight, but we are getting these games off, and we'll hope that for Sandwich and yours truly and anybody else that has any sort of lengthy drive, the snow's supposed to be starting right about now, so let's all have it home. But that's a while from now. We're playing hockey indoors, and that is the main focus. Stutzman unable to win that draw for Sandwich. It's played around to the far side, and it's kept in by Caleb McDermott. Another keep in on the half wall by Hemian. And now it's Jonathan Stutzman coming out with it. Jonathan Stutzman out to the point. Pass back to him to the half wall shot. Knocked down in front, and that was from Hemian. He'll wrap it around on the backhand, and it goes through the crease. It comes back for that's blocked. And trying to get in there after he shot it was McDermott, but he ran into a Eastern player, and now a turnover to Stutzman. He'll wrist it, and now it's wide of the net. Sandwich is buzzing here, and a good stick lift by Hemian. It's back out shot, deflected in front by McDermott after the shot came in from Clark. Hemian on the far side comes towards the middle and out to the point for a shot, and Corey Mann offering from Caleb McDermott. Excellent sequence there for Sandwich. First period. This one goes into the Southeastern bench. One of the backup goaltenders is having some fun with the puck having to... I'm not sure which one that is. Steven. Played across in front of the post, down the ice. No icing here. Sent along far side. Rister attempt blocked that shot from Liam Lydon. Sandwich gets it out. It is sent back in by PJ Page. Holland Norkovicius plays it along far side. That's kept in at the line and shot on by Liam Lydon. That shot was blocked. And now we just have 2 minutes remaining in the first period. Dashed along Murphy. Good forechecking pressure from Southeastern. And just with a little bit of space here, Sean Connolly, and he'll retreat behind his net. Now he'll come out with it. There's a player on him who's not able to get it away from him. It is skated further by Connolly, and then Connolly runs into his shoulder. Couple of stairs in front. It's back for a bomb, and the save made by Mann on that offering from Norkovicius, and the net's off. With a minute 35 to go in the first. Should tell you, we don't have any power outlets out here on the balcony, so I'm alarmed. I'll be going into the Ice House Cafe to charge the phone. Face-off win for Sandwich in the offensive zone. Center around near side takes a funky bounce off the corner boards. Played around now to the far point. Caleb McDermott's shot. That one's blocked. It skitters on towards the cage. And finally comes to the near side. Jack Hemian's really got the stick check thing going on here in this one. But no matter here as Lavoie skates it out and dumps it in from the neutral zone. Bounces around. It'll be gotten to first by George Vallee. But nothing happening there for Southeastern as it's hustled ahead by Stutzman. Stutzman gets slowed down a little bit by Shane Linehan. And there's less than a minute to go in the first. Played around near side. Nudge as far as the line. It'll be a turnover from Falchione. But then it's gotten back in the possession of Southeastern. It's played to the neutral zone and dumped back in by McDermott. PJ Page throws it out to center, and McDermott knocks it down. And this is delayed offside. And Stutzman gets the message, but not before he trips over a man. In there, back on the forecheck was Barrasso, but it's skated the other way. Nice move there by PJ Page, but nothing to show for it. Stutzman back in, or this is McDermott rather, shot. That's neutralized by the stick of Shane Linehan and deflects out of play. 20.7 seconds left in the first period. Face off to the right of Mann. Kept in. McDermott's drive blocked. It bounces. It'll go all to Vallee. George Vallee skating ahead. He's got a man closing in on him, and puck separated. 5 seconds left here in the first, and it looks like we'll skate into the locker room tied at 1. That's exactly what happens after 15 minutes of play. Sandwich 1, Southeastern West Bridgewater 1, and a goal scored in the first from Jonathan Stutzman, and Dan Monroe with a goal for Southeastern. We'll be back for the second period from Canton. Welcome back for the second period. MIAA Sandwich and Southeastern West. First round. Sandwich got the first goal on a score from Jonathan Stutzman for Southeastern from Dan Monroe. In the second period, the Sandwich net is in front of us. It's the Southeastern net on the other side of the ring. Hold out the center, Jonathan Stutzman. We'll just flip it deep into the Southeastern zone, played along to the near side. Caleb McDermott for a moment. It's number 20 out. And that's funny because I don't know if I have number 23 written down. So I might come into play at some point here. Jack Hemian gets it to Jonathan Stutzman, who's ahead. And that one may have been going wide. Glanced away anyway by Corey Mann, the goalie for Southeastern. Clear attempt won't go for Southeastern. Shot from Hemian was knocked down. Sent the other way. Trying to get ahead with this is Matt Lavoie. This is onside. And that'll go to Rob Cardillo, who plays it ahead for Jack Hemian. He gets shouldered hard by PJ Page. Now it's Page the other way. Head of steam. Page almost got around Caleb McDermott, but he couldn't quite. This one is rocketed into the Southeastern bench. So I do see comments on the YouTube live. I do want to acknowledge the fact that this high school has been a little times where the Wi-Fi signal has not been good enough to carry a broadcast at all. So we do the tape delay. I've done that a couple of times, and I keep the signal. I keep the video for a couple of reasons, and so I apologize to those who may not love quality of the video. Again, it's kind of an experimental thing. You go game to game and see what works. I was assured this is the best Wi-Fi signal that is available in Canton Ice House that I'm on right now. The camera steadiness, it is just me filming at the same time, but next season hoping to have a little bit better equipment. All right, we got that out of the way. Shot from the near side, Matt English goes wide. So after that little chance, Scott Sean Conley a hill blast, and the pad save for him. Hemian trying to advance far side. He couldn't push the puck past a few Southeastern players. Now it'll be played around and sent along near side by Matt English. That in was Colin Norkovicius. The puck does stay in for a moment. Then Jonathan Stutzman had it stolen away from him, and he got spun around. The Hawks get the dump in. He'll go near side. Running into the back of Joe Murphy there was Sean Connolly. Now Southeastern trying to get things set up here. Centering pass from Ryan Kidney goes all the way out to the point. It'll be shot on by Matt English, but the block, and the puck will go all the way down the Southeastern zone. We have played 3 minutes, 40 seconds of this second period. No score in the second. 1-1 score. Both goals scored in the first. Goals have been scored here in the second. This one off the top of the glass. Caleb McDermott played it ahead. It was tipped. Stays in play. Sandwich in the offensive zone. Pass into the slot. And Rob Cardillo was well defended by Joe Murphy. Slap time, neutral zone, and made by Schemenauer. Shot from Linehan, then coming in looking for a second was Ryan Kinney, who was thwarted. And PJ Page will toss it in off the far side glass. It'll be picked up by McDermott. Caleb McDermott pounds it off. That goes to Rob Cardillo as he skated past an open Southeastern changing players. Clear attempt by McDermott, near side unsuccessful. Shot save made Schemenauer from Lavoie. Rebound came out in front, but nobody there for Southeastern to take advantage. The other way, going left and then right, and then shooting it was Connolly. It was blocked. Cleared out the center and down into the sandwich zone. It's grabbed by Caleb McDermott. He'll hurl it over, and then it's turnover. Lavoie tried to step across the line, and taking care of business there was Mike Barrasso. It is kept in. Shot from the right point, block. It goes fortuitously to PJ Page, whose shot missed after the first one was from Leiden. It'll go around to the near corner and now right below us. The pass goes to Lavoie. He threw it out in front. There was a man there. That was number 23 again. Gosh dang it. Let's see. Bet you he's on here. No, he's not. Don't have number 23 on the roster online either. And if nothing else, I'll get that for the third period. Didn't see that number in the first. 9 minutes and change left here in the second. Jim McCabe here with you live on YouTube. Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Second game for Sandwich. Big comeback win against Brookline. Playoff opener for Southeastern. Shot from Matt Lavoie, near side goes wide. Grabbed at the line by Shane Linehan, and he'll scale it off the glass. It'll go down low for Dan Monroe, who's got the only goal for Southeastern. He is dealt with by Colin Norkovicius, and there's another couple of players in there as well. It'll go back for a shot. That's blocked. That one was taken by Shane Linehan. Was Gavin Johnston, and that stung him a little bit. Jake Campbell tries to clear, unsuccessful. Campbell will try it again, and it does eventually get out and down. And no icing here on Sandwich. New Blue Knights coming out onto the ice now. Played away from pressure by Aiden Wells. Jonathan Stutzman is onto it on the far side. Stutzman gets checked off the puck on the end boards. But it's Sandwich repossessing. It's a pass from McDermott. Is advancing. Shot was blocked. It's loose in front. Score! Sandwich has taken the 2-1 lead. The goal scorer is Hemian. Just about halfway through regulation. And we'll see who the assists are for that one. Oh, they give it to Stutzman, actually. His second.
Assisted by number 23, Caleb McDermott, and number 16, Jack Hemian.
Caleb McDermott and Jack Hemian grabbed the assist. It was hard, really. Kind of like that first Southeastern goal. Far side of the rink, it doesn't help matters. But it was Hemian that got to the bench first, so I made an assumption there. And McDermott with the assists. Shot from PJ Page at the point was saved by Schemenauer. It'll be played to the nearest side. Mike Barrasso tosses it to Sean Connolly. Connolly, long distance twister, and that goes wide. May have been tipped a little bit. Connolly and Barrasso down low, working on this. Puck comes and dashed away And out and then dumped back in by Sandwich. And this will be tracked down by Jake Campbell. And now it's Connolly. Tried to get it to the near wing. It was stolen away. Intercept. Schemenauer guides that out of play on that shot from PJ Page. .6:04 to go in the second period. Sandwich has retaken a lead on the second goal of the game for Jonathan Stutzman. Another interception. It's saved. Schemenauer. I met Adam Falchione, but not able to do anything. The shot comes in from the point, and that just deflected wide in front. And it's cleared by Colin Norkovicius down the ice. And this will be icing on Sandwich. See if I can pull up that goal again, and we can maybe take a look at how that went. I think we've got it pulled up at the right time stamp, so we might get that chance right now. It looks like a Sandwich. Well, it all started on that shot from McDermott, and it was a scramble in front. McDermott stepped in, and his hard shot created that chaos a little bit. Right off the face-off here, Matt Lavoie shot. Able to get one there, but in the back. Trying to throw into the crease just a moment ago was Falchione, but it was cut off. Spin it with all his might, but it'll just go to Matt Lavoie, who's worked on by Rob Cardillo. Also, Jonathan Stutzman trying to play defense. Loose puck behind that, and Jack Hamian gets spun around. Finds it in time, cool, calm, collected. And it's ahead now for Cardillo. He's working with Stutzman. Cardillo will just wrist it. Save made. Man, it was slowed down a little bit by the stick of Matt English. And it'll be a face-off coming up here in the Southeastern zone with 4:56 to go in this second period. This contest is sponsored by All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repairs. Locally owned and operated with over 30 years of experience servicing and repair kinds of chimneys. Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repairs in Sandwich. Call them at 508-472-03 front. It'll be a wrister. That is blocked well. Stay in play. Sandwich keeping it in. Shot. Jake Campbell at the point. Off the end boards. Southeastern trying to clear. Bounces in front of the Southeastern net, and it's cleared out the center. This will be gotten to in his own zone by Jake Campbell. He's got pressure. A couple of hawks there, and it's anyway gotten out by Connolly, who fell. Didn't look like he got touched there. We actually haven't had any power plays in this game so far. We're almost through 2 periods of play. Southeastern starting to look like it's taking them more and more effort to get it out of the zone. Forechecking pressure from Sandwich. Clear attempt. Colin Norkovicius only able to keep that in at the point, and then it's Southeastern getting called for icing. 3:08 to go in the second period. Jonathan Stutzman's got both goals for Sandwich. Rob Cardillo with the assist on the first one in the first period. And Jack Hamian and Caleb McDermott with the assists on the second one. Sandwich went up 1-0 in the first, and Southeastern tied 1, and now Sandwich has the only goal here in this second period. And an offside call here. In the second period. Thanks so much to Sandwich High School and so on and so forth, many others, for retweeting the live link. That's how people know that this is available on YouTube. Of course, you can go back and watch all the other Sandwich games this season. Just search hashtag Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Had a season shot. Save made, man, on that offering. Tim Clark. And the save is made. Look at the packed house here at Canton Ice House. During the first period intermission, that is when the other game on the other side of the rink began. So I've already forgotten the one team. We'll let you know what the score is on that one when this goes to check that out. Here it's 2-1 Sandwich. Played away at the Southeastern blue line by Shane Linehan. Back into the Sandwich zone, but it's the Blue Knights getting out. This is delayed offside, not able to touch it was Joe Murphy. And that's results in plenty of time for Sandwich to work this out. Almost Ryan Kinney disrupted things. It is Sandwich advancing it though, and it's Stutzman who will just throw it out in front. He'll get hit, and that'll go right to the net, and man will melt it down. Sandwich, or Stutzman there, got hit hard. Had some physical moments in this game. It hasn't been nasty. It's been checks as there are in any hockey game. But it hasn't really had a nasty tone, I wouldn't say. Oh, this puck came in. Harmless looking, but it was a little bit of an adventure there with Sandwich players lurking. Man made the save. Puck out to the neutral zone. Sandwich regroups, and it's Connolly tossing it wide of the net. It'll go first to Mike Barrasso, and then let back for Jake Campbell to play it back long into the circle. Barrasso looking for this one, plays it out into the slot, looking for Sean Connolly, but no connection there. Sandwich keeping in. They've been keeping a lot of pucks in, forcing Southeastern to go second, third, multiple efforts to get the puck out. Under 100 seconds to go in the second. Connolly, still with the puck, try to drag it out into the middle, and it bleeds across the blue line after touched by a Southeastern stick. Sent back in, Sandwich players tag up. And a clear attempt won't work, oh boy. And then trying to pursue it there was Brooks, but he got blasted in front. Shot comes in, save made. Backhanded wide by Connolly. Sandwich is buzzing. Shot comes in from the near half wall, block from Norkovicius. Less than a minute to go in the second. It's passed out to Norkovicius. Shot. Makes it 3-1 Sandwich. .8 seconds. Some discussion. Pointing back towards his own net was PJ. I'm not sure what the discussion was. Face off here. And Sandwich, with its first 2-goal lead of the game, they've scored 2 straight. Shot, sharp angle there from Dan Monroe, goes wide. Slicer picked up the only assist, and meanwhile the other way, Aiden Wells' shot, a save made by Carson Schemenauer, and the face off in the Sandwich zone. 25.6 seconds left. Good body there at the point by Henry to force it Stutzman will just backhand one out. And it's grabbed down by PJ Page. Page, and he'll get across the blue line. 4 seconds left. Won't get a shot on goal, and it's cleared. And Sandwich will skate into the locker room with a 3-1 lead.
After 2 periods of play, Sandwich Blue Knight 3, Southeastern Hawks 1.
Taking a look at Sandwich goal on YouTube. And Norkovicius just waited patiently there, moving around in the right point. Yeah, get that pass, ripped it, low shot, no doubt about it. 3-1 Sandwich leads after 2 periods of play. And one more period, and they can punch their ticket to the next round if they can hold on here again. We'll take. You're fine. Well, the third period is about to start. A posting contest hockey between Sandwich and Bristol-Plymouth. It's 3-1. Sandwich leads after 2 periods. The 2 goals scored in the third, Jonathan Stutzman on assists from Jack Hemian and Kate McDermott, and then in the second it was goal. Norkovich, you saw in the regular season, the sophomore defenseman did not register any goals. Could be his first as a Blue Knight, unless he scored last season. That's his first of. Sandwich looking to play Medfield in the next round. Medfield at Gallo Arena, you saw them beat Nauset 3-0 on the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Medfield beat Nauset, and they'll play the winner of this one. Trying to get that across the offensive line was Matt Lavoie, unsuccessful. Starting back with it from his own zone, PJ Page, plenty of space on the near wing. Tries to cut to the middle. It does go to the crease. Dive attempt by Carson Schemenauer to get to it. And now a shot the other way by Rob Cardello off the end glass. Scary moment there for Sandwich. Goes around. Cutting this down is Sean Connolly. Now Connolly spins, and good effort by Connolly. To the corner, pops free. And look at this work from the Sandwich. It goes back. Colin Norkovich will just jam it around. And now pinching near side is Jake Campbell. It goes back for Connolly to play from the point. Now behind the net, Zachary Brooks in front right there. Trying to get that home was Barat. And Mick closes the door. We played 1 minute 48 seconds of the third period. At last check was Nantucket beating Attleboro 3-1 in Division 3. Over on the other side, it was Walpole winning 1-0. Of course, I forgot who they were playing. Now I've forgotten to pull up that scoreboard. So, Waltham? Walpole's leading 1-0 is at this point. And Falmouth is playing later this evening. They're playing Franklin. That's Division 1 action at Gallo Arena. This one stays in play, but it goes down, and this will be. I think I need to get my hearing checked. This poor woman to my right. Wellesley. So they're playing. Sorry about that. So, thing over Wellesley. Puck in the Sandwich zone. Clear attempt off the glass, successful. And Rob Cardillo tries to get to it, but then shouldering him was Shane Linehan. We'll go over to the far corner for PJ Page off the near sideboard. And now Matt Lavoie has now. Here's Jonathan Smith. Post! Waved off. And I'm bidding for the hat trick. Just inches. This one is going to be offside on Southeastern. Wow, you don't even know how that happened. Stutzman situation. Our first big loud moment of the third period just came. Shot was blocked. And making the move is Brooks. In front, nobody home for sandwich. Monroe the other way from the neutral zone. Goes back and it's played out to center by Campbell. PJ Page. Move it back over to Liam Lyden. Big open ice check. That's terminating. George Valentine was Jake Campbell on Valor. We haven't had this game. I don't hear. Was Campbell sticking his and pushed Valee back, and so he awkwardly we'll slow it down here. Well, Valee had another man coming in that he was, I think, more focused on. Oh, if you saw Campbell until the penalties are on the opposite side and on either side of the scorer's table there, and those penalty boxes remain empty. And that is the biggest we have seen in this game. Page through center. It's left back for a shot. Backhander! Score! Has made this a one-goal game. Southeastern. Getting hit was Zachary Brooks. assists on that goal. You hear Joe Murphy and Liam Lydon were the assists. Here in the third period, Southeastern has cut it to 1 on the goal from PJ Page, fenceman, who is specifically from Bristol-Plymouth High School. 10 goals on the regular season and 49 assists. Icing is called on Southeastern. And the Southeastern faithful is starting to get a little annoyed here, and head coach Mark Cabral for Southeastern is incensed behind the bench on that icing call. Sandwich will take it. Face off between Lavoie and Brooks. And it's won by Lavoie. Oh, and Shane Linehan didn't know he was supposed to go get that. Delayed reaction, and Linehan in time. Everybody kind of fell asleep there for a second. Linehan played it along the Lavoie, pushing his way to get to that puck out to center. And a penalty is coming up against Sandwich. And this place gets a little louder. The first power play up. The penalized player, and I didn't see exactly what happened. Brooks. So this is a big moment in this one. Aiden Wells shovels it along. Goes to the near side. Matt Lavoie will pick it up. Let's hear what the call was. Flashing the call to Brooks. Aiden Wells plays it back for PJ Page. Page rushes through center, gains the line. Page trying to go through the legs. Sent out in front of the far half wall. Page will push the pass down low. Page. Shot. Bounces around off skates. Punch way. And hustling up the near side is stuck. Jones with the man going, he'll rip it. Oh, and the glove save made by Corden. Stutzman with just an absolutely fantastic wrist shot. That got in the first goal. And just getting the glove out there was man. Power play continues. We're halfway through it. First game for either team. Page brings it in. And they'll just send it down low. Big check. Distributes to the near side. Lavoie. Wrister! Loosen the slot. Clear. No. Page. Oh. Sandwich couldn't clear again. Page has got it back. 20 seconds left in the power play. Right in front. It goes on through. McDermott with a check on the ball by Monroe rather. And it's Page. Lavoie, circle shot. Save. Rebound, score! Dan Monroe has his second. It's a power play goal, and this game is tied at 3. The power play was very close to ending. Sandwich couldn't kill it off. We'll see who they give for assists on Monroe towards the second on the rebound goal. It was Sandwich trailing 3-1 again as they initiated the comeback on Monday. Here tonight, they were up 3-1. Lavoie and Page with the assists. 6 minutes and change left in the third. Momentum, Southeastern. Rainbowed in. Oh, and that bounced. Man, oh man, Carson Schemenauer with an adventure there. When that puck goes up that high and comes back down, no, it's bouncing like crazy. And Schemenauer avoids giving up a softie. And his faceoff will come up in the sandwich zone. It's right there! I thought that was going wide. Optical illusion time. It was right out in front. Now it's swinging around, and it's Page getting to it. Page slips through. Page, sharp angle shot. Schemenauer turning. Where is it? It comes out for Wells, who couldn't get a handle on it. And now it's moved the other way by Sean Connolly. One-on-one, Connolly. Save made. Corey Mann. Intensity up to 11. And we thank our sponsor for tonight's game, All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repair and Sandwich. Especially on a night like tonight with the cold and the snow, you'll want them to install a wood stove. Or if you already have one, they can repair it. And if you need a new one, they can replace it. That's All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repair. Hand pass called against Sandwich. Two straight goals for Southeastern here in the third period. They entered the period down 2. Here's Lavoie. It bounces, and then again. The first bounce off Matt English. See who tipped it in front after that. But wait a minute. They are calling this a goal, right? It is. But for a second, the referee's body language suggested otherwise. Took a weird bounce in front multiple times. The first one from English bounced right across the front of the net. And I don't think it was put in on a shot on goal. We'll have to wait and see what the call is here. Now Sandwich head coach Jay has called a timeout. 3 straight goals scored by Southeastern. And Sandwich, for the first time in this game, trails. All right, so you hear the calls there. Matt English from James Cooper and Matt Lavoie. And we get the goal. 3 goals for Southeastern in this third period. Less than 5 to go in the third. Played out center, dumped back in by Sandwich. It is cleared out and down, and this will roll just wide of the net, and it's icing on Southeastern. No information for Southeastern or West Bridgewater or Bristol-Plymouth as far as postseason. This is likely to be the first if they can get far enough. Of course, you know, Sandwich, they won the championship in 2008. Four and a half to go in the third. Kept in by Sandwich. long, having it bounce off of Zachary Brooks. He hammers one. Down low, Mike Barrasso. Now getting to is going to be Sean Connolly. He'll pass it out. Steered across over to Caleb McDermott. The shot that's blocked and then cleared. That's a big block by Shane Linehan. Connolly moving out. Getting through. Connolly continues and finally cleared out of there by Linehan. And this is icing on Southeastern with 3:29 to go. Third. Sandwich beat Franklin in a shootout to win the South in 2008. And then they beat Wilmington 1-0 in the 2008 championship, the only one for Sandwich in program history. Out to center for Matt English. He'll dump it in. And clear won't go here. Matt Lavoie keeping it in, but then losing it. Far side making the move and then getting shoved down was Hemian. Sent back deep. Anxious moments here at the Canton Ice House. Under 3 to go in this Division II first round. Sandwich won it on Monday. Gunned in from center ice by, and it's Colin Norkovicius angling it off near side boards. Sent back, Sandwich end by the Hawks. It'll be got to by Jake Campbell. Played around near side. We're checking pressure from Southeastern. A shot comes in from Dan Monroe, and the save is made by Carson Schemenauer. Go-ahead goal has been scored by Matt English. Get a timeout that's been called by Southeastern. Recap for you, it was 1-0 Sandwich early on the goal from Jonathan Stutzman. Southeastern got the game tied on a score from Dan Monroe. Sandwich went up 2-1 on another goal from Stutzman, and then Colin Norkovicius made it 3-1. I've lost my second goal scorer written down, but I can't remember who that was, but it was Dan Monroe who scored the tying goal with the go-ahead. And English on the regular season, the freshman scoring 6 goals and 10 assists. It was PJ Page that scored the second goal. .2:13 to go in the third period. We'll see after these teams emerge from the timeout what the situation is going to be for Sandwich as Carson Schemenauer going to cage. He is. But how long will it? We're back to action. Just protecting it in the corner is Monroe. It'll go back into the possession of Sandwich. Center by McDermott. Penetrated, but nothing happening there. Sandwich regroups in the neutral. This will go to Brooks, who backhands it along. It's Page trying to clear, and through the man on the line, Campbell. And McDermott will get to it for Sandwich in his own zone. Launches it out. And this is going to be icing on the Blue Knights with 1:35 to go in the third. Face off in the sandwich zone. This is a crucial one. And Sandwich does possess the puck. It's gotten out to center. Far wing, drop back, and away from Stutzman as Hemian intended that puck to go to number 33 for Sandwich. Now, Sandwich Hemian. There's an empty net. Wide from Adam Falchione. That would have been it. Clear down the ice. This is icing again with 1:04 to go in the third. Schemenauer will have to come back out. Sandwich hoping this isn't it. They need another face-off win. Both teams have used their timeouts in case you have forgotten. 64 seconds left in the It's a face-off win for Sandwich. It is McDermott being hounded, though. And with the check on Falchione. Loose puck. And along. Save made Schemenauer. 50 seconds, now less than that. Schemenauer will start to go to the bench. It's McDermott. Can't get past Page. But then it's brought in further. Now behind the net comes out in front. Guarded on the near side. Grabbed. And played down low by Campbell. A center of feet, it goes in front, shot wide. McDermott on the far half wall, shot that's blocked. Lifted out and down, it's bouncing. 25 seconds left, it won't go towards the empty cage now. Campbell gets it back out the center, it's Hemian. Less than 20, Hemian a long distance wrister. Save made by Mann, and he decides to whistle. 14.8 seconds left. Sandwich absolutely needs to win this faceoff. And you see Campbell directing traffic. Stutzman has been so good on faceoffs. Can he win this one? He cannot. Only less than 10 seconds left. On the near side, battle for the puck. Where is it? It's a battle continuing with 3 seconds left. Sandwich, 5 seconds left. They finally blow it dead. The puck wasn't moving enough. And Sandwich gets one more crack at it, but they've got to win it cleanly and get a quick shot on goal. 3 Sandwich players in the slot. Stutzman will try it again. That's it. Southeastern's moving on. Southeastern with a huge comeback. Sandwich had the huge comeback on Monday, and now they taste the other end of that scenario. Sandwich had the 3-1 lead coming into the third. 3 goals for Southeastern in the third period, and it holds. And the Sandwich season comes to an end in disappointing but exhilarating fashion. So congratulations to the seniors who will be moving on next portions of their lives. Sean Connolly, Andrew Childers, Jake Campbell, Jack Hemian, Caleb McDermott, Zachary Brooks, Jonathan Stutzman. Notable players that are non-seniors. Carson Schemenauer will come back next season, and he will have his senior year. Rob Cardillo is just a sophomore. Sandwich will get to see him for a couple of more seasons. What a game this was. It is Southeastern Regional, the second seed in the Division II bracket, moving on to play 7th-seeded Medfield. And I assume, but I don't want to assume, that'll be a home game for Southeastern. I don't know. They haven't determined where that quarterfinal will be. The semifinals and the finals of this Division II tournament will be held at Gallo Arena. Again, thanks to the Sandwich High School team this season, and particularly Coach Jordan Moore for helping out with statistics this season, and the receptiveness from the Sandwich players appreciating watching the Cape High School hockey game of the week. And also appreciation to all Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repair for sponsoring tonight's game. Again, the final scores: Southeastern beats Sandwich. Southeastern West Bridgewater, Bristol-Plymouth wins this one 4-3. The game winner goes to Matt English. And a reminder of the Sandwich goals: 2 for Stutzman and 1 for Norkovicius. Thanks for watching and listening to this one. This is Jim McCabe saying so. And keep an eye on Twitter for upcoming Cape and Islands playoff coverage.